Merry Christmas, children. Christmas is the festival of Christ. Christ was born in Bethlehem for you and for me, and he died on the cross and he rose up from the dead. This verse says the virgin will conceive and give birth to a son, and they will call him Emmanuel. God is with us. Now we move on into Unit 6, Nuclear Physics. Humans are very much interested in knowing about atoms. Things around us are made up of atoms. A Greek philosopher, Democritus, in 400 BC, believed that matter is made up of tiny, indestructible units called atoms. Later, in 1803, John Dalton considered that elements consist of atoms, which are identical in nature. J.J. Thomson discovered cathode rays known as electrons experimentally, and Goldstein discovered positive rays which were named as protons by Rutherford. In 1832, James Chadwick discovered the chargeless particles called neutrons. Presently, a large number of elementary particles like photon, meson, positron and neutrino have been discovered. In 1911, the British scientist Ernest Rutherford explained that the mass of an atom is concentrated in its central part called nucleus. Now we shall learn about radioactivity. Discovery of radioactivity. In 1896, French physicist Henri Becquerel finished his research for the week and stored a certain amount of uranium compound away in a drawer for the weekend. By chance, an unexposed photographic plate was also stored in the same drawer. After a week, he returned and noticed that the film had been exposed to some radiation. He discovered that he could reproduce the effect whenever he placed uranium near a photographic film. Apparently, uranium radiated something that could affect a photographic plate. This phenomenon was called as radioactivity. Uranium was identified to be a radioactive element. 2 years later, the Polish physicist Marie Curie and her husband Pierre Curie detected radioactivity in pitch blende, a tiny black substance. They were not surprised at the radioactivity of pitch blende, which is known as an ore of uranium. Later, they discovered that the radiation was more intense from pure uranium. Also, it was found that the pitch blende had less concentration of uranium. They concluded that some other substance was present in pitch blende. After separating this new substance, they discovered that it had unknown chemical properties and it also emitted radiations spontaneously like uranium. They named this new substance as radium. The radioactive elements emit harmful radioactive radiations like alpha rays or beta rays or gamma rays. Definition of radioactivity. The nucleus of some elements is unstable. Such nuclei undergo nuclear decay and get converted into more stable nuclei. During this nuclear reaction, these nuclei emit certain harmful radiations and elementary particles. The phenomenon of nuclear decay of certain elements with the emission of radiations like alpha, beta and gamma rays is called radioactivity, and the elements which undergo this phenomenon are called radioactive elements. Natural radioactivity. The elements such as uranium and radium undergo radioactivity and emit the radiations on their own without any human intervention. This phenomenon of spontaneous emission of radiation from certain elements on their own is called natural radioactivity. The elements whose atomic number is more than 82 undergo spontaneous radioactivity. Example, uranium, radium, etc. There are only 2 elements which have been identified as radioactive substances with atomic number less than 82. They are technetium, Tc, with atomic numbers 43 and promethium, Pm, with atomic number 61. Artificial radioactivity or induced radioactivity. The phenomenon by which even light elements are made radioactive by artificial or induced methods is called artificial radioactivity or man-made radioactivity. This kind of radioactivity was discovered by Irene Curie and F. Joliot in 1934. Artificial radioactivity is induced in certain lighter elements like boron, aluminum, etc. by bombarding them with radiation such as alpha particles emitted during the natural radioactivity of uranium. This also results in the emission of invisible radiations and elementary particles. During such a disintegration, the nucleus which undergoes disintegration is called parent nucleus, and that which is produced after the disintegration is called a daughter nucleus. The particle which is used to induce the artificial disintegration is termed as projectile, and the particle which is produced after the disintegration is termed as ejected particle. When the projectile hits the parent nucleus, it is converted into an unstable nucleus which in turn decays spontaneously, emitting the daughter nucleus along with an ejected particle. If you denote the parent and daughter nuclei as X and Y respectively, then the nuclear disintegration is represented as follows: X, P, E, Y. Here, P and E represent the projectile particle and ejected particle respectively. B, that is beryllium. Example, beryllium atomic number 4, mass number 9 plus helium atomic number 2 and mass number 4 will give you carbon atomic number 6, mass number 13. Now this ion of carbon, that is with atomic number 6 and mass number 13, will give you the carbon 12 atom, that is C6, atomic number 6 and mass number 12, plus 1 neutron, that is atomic number 0 and mass number 1. In the above nuclear reaction, C13 is unstable and is radioactive. This reaction can be represented as B, that is beryllium atomic number 4, mass number 9, alpha comma N will give you C, that is alpha radiation, isn't it? C6 atomic number 6, mass number 12. So Be atomic number 4 and mass number 9 plus helium atomic number 2 and mass number 4 will give you C6, that is atomic number 6 and mass number 12 plus 1 neutron, that is atomic number 0 and mass number 1. Now we shall see the comparison between natural and artificial radioactivity. Natural radioactivity, emission of radiation due to self-disintegration of a nucleus. Artificial radioactivity, emission of radiation due to disintegration of a nucleus through induced process. Alpha, beta and gamma radiations are emitted in the natural radioactivity. Mostly elementary particles such as neutron, positron, etc. are emitted in artificial radioactivity. Natural radioactivity is a spontaneous process. Artificial radioactivity is an induced process. Natural radioactivity is exhibited by elements with atomic number more than 83. Artificial radioactivity is exhibited by elements with atomic number less than 83. Natural radioactivity cannot be controlled. Artificial radioactivity can be controlled. Units of radioactivity. Curie. It is the traditional unit of radioactivity. It is defined as the quantity of a radioactive substance which undergoes 3.7 into 10 power 10 disintegrations in 1 second. This is actually close to the activity of 1 gram of radium 226. 1 Curie is equal to 3.7 into 10 power 10 disintegrations per second. Rutherford RD. It is another unit of radioactivity. It is defined as the quantity of a radioactive substance which produces 10 power 6 disintegrations in 1 second. 1 RD is equal to 10 power 6 disintegrations per second. Becquerel BQ. It is the SI unit of radioactivity. The SI unit of radioactivity is becquerel. It is defined as the quantity of 1 disintegration per second. Rontgen. It is the radiation exposure of gamma and X-rays. it is measured by another unit called Rontgen. 1 Rontgen is defined as the quantity of radioactive substance which produces a charge of 2.58 into 10 power 4 minus 4 coulomb in 1 kilogram of air under standard conditions of pressure, temperature and humidity. Now we move on to learn about alpha, beta and gamma rays. When a radioactive nucleus undergoes radioactivity, it emits harmful radiations. These radiations are usually comprised of any of the 3 types of particles. They are alpha, beta and gamma rays. Now we will see the properties of alpha, beta and gamma rays. We will compare it with this tabular column. Properties of alpha, beta and gamma rays. What are they? Alpha rays, helium nucleus, He2O4 consisting of 2 protons and 2 neutrons. Beta rays, they are electrons, basic elementary particle in all atoms. Gamma rays, they are electromagnetic waves consisting of photons. Charge. Alpha rays, positively charged particles, charge of each alpha particle is plus 2e. Beta rays are negatively charged particles, charge of each beta particle is equal to minus e. Gamma rays, neutral particles, charge of each gamma particle is equal to 0. Ionizing power, 100 times greater than beta rays and 10,000 times greater than gamma rays, that is the alpha rays. Now beta rays are comparatively low. Gamma rays, very less ionizing power. Penetrating power. Alpha rays, low penetrating power, even stopped by a thick paper. Beta rays, penetrating power is greater than that of alpha rays. They can penetrate through a thin metal foil. Gamma rays, they have a very high penetrating power, greater than that of beta rays. They can penetrate through thick metal blocks. Effect of electric and magnetic field. Alpha rays are deflected by both the fields in accordance with Fleming's left-hand rule. Beta rays are deflected by both the fields, but the direction of deflection is opposite to that of alpha rays in accordance with Fleming's left-hand rule. Gamma rays, they are not deflected by both the fields. Speed. Their speed ranges from 110 to 120 times the speed of light, that is the alpha rays. The beta rays, their speed can go up to 9 by 10 times the speed of light. Gamma rays, they travel with the speed of light. Radioactive displacement law. In 1913, Soddy and Fajan framed the displacement laws governing the daughter nucleus produced during an alpha and beta decay. They are stated below. Number 1. When a radioactive element emits an alpha particle, a daughter nucleus is formed whose mass number is less by 4 units and the atomic number is less by 2 units than the mass number and atomic number of the parent nucleus. Number 2. When a radioactive element emits a beta particle, a daughter nucleus is formed whose mass number is the same and the atomic number is more by 1 unit than the atomic number of the parent nucleus. Alpha decay. A nuclear reaction in which an unstable parent nucleus emits an alpha particle and forms a stable daughter nucleus is called alpha decay. Example, decay of uranium U-238 to thorium TH-234 with the emission of an alpha particle. Atomic number 92 and mass number 238 will give you thorium atomic mass 90 and mass number 234 plus helium atomic number 2 and mass number 4 because of alpha decay. In an alpha decay, the parent nucleus emits a particle, and so it is clear that for the daughter nucleus the mass number decreases by 4 and the atomic number decreases by 2 as illustrated in this figure. Beta decay. A nuclear reaction in which an unstable parent nucleus emits a beta particle and forms a stable daughter nucleus is called beta decay. Example, beta decay of phosphorus. Phosphorus atomic number 15 and mass number 32 will give you sulfur atomic number 16 and mass number 32 plus electron minus 1 atomic number and 0 mass number due to beta decay. In beta decay there is no change in the mass number of the daughter nucleus, but the atomic number increases by 1. You can note that in a nuclear reaction, the element formed as the product nucleus is identified by the atomic number of the resulting nucleus and not by its mass number. Now we move on into gamma decay. In a gamma decay, only the energy level of the nucleus changes. The atomic number and mass number of the radioactive nucleus remain the same. Thank you, children.